Okay. All right, so we are here. Let me see if I can, I don't want to knock it down. Y'all know how I get. Okay, so we are here. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, whether you're watching live or watching the replay. For anybody new, hi, I'm Maggie, your substitute teacher. Welcome to my struggle cooking class. I am not a professional chef. I am not a professional YouTuber. I'm just a mom. We have two sons. So I'm a boy mom times two. And I am a home cooker. I've been on my own health and wellness journey and I'm sharing it with you all. I love to eat and I love to cook. So whatever brings you here, you are most welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I am going to try something new today. I am not a trendy person. Maggie's a little bit more classic, which means old. I'm 46. But I have seen a lot come up in my social media feed about this butter board trend. I know nothing about it. I guess it's like the new charcuterie board, which is basically like a cheese tray. Cheese, fruit, nuts, whatever you want to put on it. But people are making these boards with softened butter, and then I guess you use, some type of cracker or bread or whatever to scoop it up. I've seen savory, I've seen sweet. And so I saw a simple one that came up in my social media feed today, and we are going to try to recreate this butter board. In addition to that, I did put a poll up on my YouTube, so please check out my YouTube channel community tab. I put a poll on there about if I make this butter board, what do you all want me to use for dipping the butter? And I think the last I checked, or we were heavily favored with flatbread. So I am going to make the bread, and while the bread is baking, we are going to make the butter board, and then we're going to try and enjoy them together. I have never made this flatbread before, and I've never made a butter board before. That's never stopped me. So we're going to get started and see how it turns out. Let's see who we have here. We got Chocolate Solution here with the thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here and liking the live stream. If you guys like what I'm doing, please like the video and consider subscribing. It helps the channel to grow. So thank you so much for always being supportive. We got Linda with the love notes. Hello, Miss Linda. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so let's see what I want to put on for an apron. I'm wearing a poncho today. Let's see how it looks over the apron or with the apron over it. I don't know. We'll see. So where the weather is changing where I live, so it is layer season, but we do have a Zazzle store. I'll put this up here if you guys want to check out the Zazzle store. We've got aprons, we've got mugs, we've got all kind of stuff going on. Aprons are about $20. They've got the adjustable neck strap. This one has pockets, variety of colors, and you can customize them for free with your name or whatever you would like. So is this gonna work over my poncho? Let's see. I'll make it work. I do have long sleeves on in case I need to take the poncho off. All right. So let's see. I feel like I'm strangling though. There we go. Got our poncho on. This may be. Oh, goodness. Hey, Mona. Thank you so much for being here. All right. So I'm very excited again. We have new kitchenware. Thank you, Mr. Oven One. So this is a baking recipe. I'm actually going to use the oven. Those of you all that have been with me for a while, you know that I prefer the air fryer, especially in the summer months so it doesn't heat up the house. I'm in the Atlanta area. It's starting to get fall. And plus, I just have a new oven. So I'm coming up with different things we can do with it. So I believe with this recipe, we need to preheat the oven to 350. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to half this recipe for the flatbread. This is a low-carb flatbread. And I'm a little nervous. I'm always nervous, but then I get up here and I start trying stuff I've never done before. So I did put the link to the recipe in the live chat. So this is a low-carb love recipe, and as I usually do, I will show you guys the video, and we will do it step by step. And plus I printed out, yes, I did print out the actual recipe as well. So again, we're going to make the flatbread. When the flatbread is baking, then we will do the butter board. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and preheat the oven to 350. All right, just making sure there's nothing in it. Y'all know that I usually use my oven for storage. Okay, this recipe makes 4 pieces of flatbread, and I think I'm going to cut it in half. If you all were with us when we did the pickle pizza, or if you eat Indian food, you know what naan is, Naan. It's a beautiful bread. Our Indian brothers and sisters use it. They tear it and dip it into their curries. I love fresh naan. So this is going to be a low carb version of that. All right, so let's open this up and let's see for our overhead. Okay, I may have to take the poncho off. This is bothering me. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the poncho off just because I got so much hanging off me. One moment. This is good for being outside, but second. All right, and also for safety, much hanging off. Oh, did we lose? Here we go. Oh, okay. You want to close the garage? Is it open? Alrighty. Uh oh, wrong video. Why don't I do this? So for the non, it's out, and then we'll wash hair. Hi, and Alan. Y'all, please X our local pharmacist. Lots of great videos about life. Love it. YouTube channel or I think you guys are here supporting me, so I want to. Richard is here, always watching, being here. Richard, Chelsea is back. Thank you. Well, afternoon, but whatever time it is, thank you for being here. Okay. Okay, let me know if that's better. Y'all know it's just me and my iPad. All right. So interestingly enough, for this flatbread recipe, the naan that we're gonna make, she uses 2.5 cups of mozzarella cheese. So I'm gonna try and do the magic math and do this in my head. So we are going to. Oh, thank you, Mona. Okay, so 2.5 cups, and I know fluid ounces and weight ounces are different. So 8 ounces times 2 is 16, plus another 4 is 20 ounces. So if I did half, I would need 10 ounces of cheese. All right, let's see what we have. So if you can have dairy, then just use the, thank you, Ann Ellen. If you can have dairy, then just use the shredded cheese in the bag. I try to stay dairy free. So this is where I have to get a little creative with my substitutes. That's why I'm your substitute teacher. So I have one of these. This is mozzarella cheese made from goat's milk. So this is what I'm going to be using. But this is only 6 ounces and I need, let's shred it. It might be enough. I don't know, y'all. Let's see. I am going to shred this and see how many cups it actually gives us. Because if the recipe calls for 2.5 cups, then I need 1.25 cups if I'm doing half. Okay? So I'm going to open this up and I'm just going to put it through the salad shredder. And I'm just going to go ahead and get a bowl that I'm going to mix in, and we'll shred the cheese directly into the bowl. You can get the LeClaire brand at Sprouts, which is a farmer's market in my area, also Whole Foods. So this is an option if you can't have cow dairy. All right, so let me get a bowl. All right, so I am going to be using my salad shooter. Link is in the cheat sheet. This is just an electric shredder. You could do it by hand or you can buy the one that's already bagged. I dropped this, so let me just rinse it off. If you need to shred a whole block of cheese, like I'm going to do, this will give you, it just makes it faster. Like, what am I trying to say? Okay. So let's see if we can get 1.5 cups out of this. First, let's assemble the salad shooter. Let me put a little towel underneath my cutting board. You really shouldn't wash wood in the dishwasher because it starts to bow like that and then it rocks on the counter for me. Hello, Kirk Anderson Fitness. Look who's here. You all please check out Kirk Anderson's channel. He is our resident fitness guru and also part of the mastermind, and Alan is part of the mastermind. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. I moved stuff around, getting a towel. All right, so for anybody who's just hopping in, we are going to make the butter board, but you all voted that you wanted me to use flatbread to dip it in. So I'm going to make this flatbread for the first time. So we're going to watch the video together. It just calls for shredded mozzarella, so I'm having to shred my own goat's cheese mozzarella. Cold Fusion says, hi, Maggie. I love kitchen gadgets. So much fun. Oh, wonderful. Because I am not handy, but I try. So let's see if we can put this together. Y'all know I struggle with assembly. But the parts do come apart and they go into the dishwasher. So that's good. Everything except for the motor. Oh, Maggie. This is not my value add. All right, so it's gonna go in here. Let's get our blade. So the salad shooter does come with different attachments. This is the shredding one. It also has a shaving one. Oh, you've never seen one in action? I love it. Well, today is your lucky day, my dear. So then it's got this little piece here that goes in there. So we put the blade in, and then it's got this little lock that goes on there. So our cheese is going to go in here. And when we turn it on and shred the cheese with the safety, it'll shred it for us. All right. So mozzarella is what I have. That's what the recipe calls for. Y'all, I gotta get used to this new stuff. I'm so grateful for a new oven, but when you preheat it and it reaches temperature, it lets you know. And I think I need to turn that off. I don't know. Okay, no. All right. So it sings a song 3 times. Okay, so I'm gonna cut the cheese in half. Kid didn't turn the safety on the knife. All right, so we're gonna cut this cheese block in half just so that it can fit inside the salad shooter. All right. And it's got a little safety here. So, I probably wouldn't let kids do this unless, supervised. So I'm going to put the block of cheese, and this is my goat's milk cheddar. You can buy shredded cheese already in the bag. Nothing wrong with it. Well, Kirk Anderson is with us. But they do add extra ingredients to it to keep it from clumping together. And so if you don't want that anti-caking stuff, you want to be as natural as possible, they say it's better to buy block cheese and shred it. This can be part of your meal prep, and then you can toss it into omelets or whatever you need for the week. Natural is best if you can get it. Hi, Danette. Thank you for being here. If you want to see the side-by-side, come on over to YouTube. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, and you can see what we're doing. Chocolate solution. You like the oven jingle? Okay, I'll keep it going for you guys. So we've got our goat's cheese block in here. Put the safety on, and we're going to shred directly into the bowl. I need 1.5 cups, so I'm just going to shred what I have and then measure after that. And I'm going to put the others. All right, so let's unplug. So you guys see we have freshly shredded cheese. Now I'm going to measure what I need, even if I don't eat all of this or use all of it in what I'm cooking. I go ahead and shred all of it, and then I'll put it in a meal prep container, and that'll go in our beautiful new fridge. Thank you, Mr. Option One, for ingredients to make it easier. So I'm going to take my salad shooter apart. Hope you enjoyed that cold fusion. Take the blade out. Of course, it's unplugged, because I still have a little bit of kitchen snacks on there. So we don't want to waste. Groceries are expensive. So this is goat's milk mozzarella. They also have, just to give you guys some options, Leclerc Dairy also has a cheddar made from goat's milk if you can't have cow dairy. And then I also have this, all from Whole Foods. This is Boof brand, Boof Creamery. This is mozzarella made from buffalo milk. There's also plant-based cheeses if you're vegan. I'm not vegan, but I do avoid cow dairy. So I always love to give you guys substitutes. That's why I'm your substitute teacher. All right, so these parts will go in the dishwasher. Our new dishwasher. Thank you, Mr. Option One. I just did a load, so it's warm around me. I love it. All right, so just getting any little pieces of cheese off here. You can put the little crumbly bits in here. It just feels good to have the oven on. I can hear it. The holidays are coming. Holidays are, wonderful for a lot of us. They're difficult for a lot of us, and they're stressful for a lot of us. I feel all of it. So, Michelle Hurd. Hello, Michelle. Y'all, we have a new scholar. Everybody say hi, Michelle. Michelle says this. I don't know what that means, my dear, but welcome. But if you're happy to be here for all of this, wonderful. So this was a 6-ounce block of goat's cheese mozzarella. It looks like we have more than 1.5 cups. So I'm going to get a measuring cup and actually measure it. Again, for the flatbread that we're making, I'm going to make the bread and then the butter board while the bread is baking. So we'll go a couple hours, and then we'll stop because we got football later today. Go Dogs. Anyway, so the recipe calls for 2.5 cups of mozzarella cheese. So let me measure. I need 1.25 cups. Here's Kirk Anderson with the tips. He says the protein and fat molecules in goat's milk smaller than cow's milk, so it's easier to digest. There you go. I knew it was something about the protein. Y'all know I am not the food police. If you can have cow dairy, have some for me. This is what I'm doing for my program, but there's substitutes. So yes, adjust accordingly. Let's measure this up. All right, so I need 1.25 cups. So there's our 1 cup measure. You'll see my phone right there. It's just me and my phone. Maggie's not a professional. And a 1/4 cup. All right, so, oh, we have more than enough, y'all. We're gonna make this bread. Oh yeah, I'm getting excited now. So we got 1.25 cups. And y'all, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe we should just do the whole thing. I didn't think I had enough cheese. I think we do. I'm just gonna put this here. Do I have 2.5? I think I can do it. It's so much easier when I don't have to do the magic math. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, so we're gonna make the flatbread per the recipe. Even better. All right, so we've got 2.5 cups on the dot of shredded cheese. All right, let's see what else. A tablespoon of almond milk. So I do have almond milk. So we'll get the tablespoon and we'll measure that. When it comes to the plant-based milks, so this is my, yeah, dairy-free. I always go with unsweetened, even if you're getting the flavored ones. For comparison, if you look at the regular vanilla almond milk, I think it's 60 plus calories per serving. So I always get the unsweet and then I add my own sugar-free sugar. So this is what I'm using for almond milk. And then it says 1.5 cups of almond flour. So we have almond flour from Walmart. I use this sparingly because, you know, it's nuts, but it's nuts, right? But this is a good substitute for baking. I do avoid gluten, so these are basically almonds ground down very, very fine, and that's what we're going to use for our flour. If y'all were here with me yesterday, maybe we could use protein powder as a flour substitute, but first time making this recipe, I always make it that way. And then 1 tablespoon of baking powder. So we have our baking powder. Anything else? And 2 eggs. And it says 2 eggs at room temperature. Print on both sides to save paper. So I did take the eggs and the butter out ahead of time. They say whenever you're making, especially like when you're baking, and I'm more of a cooker than I am a baker, but now with our new oven, thanks Mr. Option 1, I may be baking more, but they said the closer you can get your ingredients to room temperature, they just combine better. All right, so we've got our eggs here. All right, so kitchen snacks, let's move this blade out of the way. I think we have everything now. I just need to get a measuring spoon, but let's see. Let's watch our recipe now. Oh my God, y'all, this garlic butter spread that she has on the flatbread, I may have to, but let's see.
So we have our 4-ingredient naan. The first step is actually melting our mozzarella cheese. So we're just going to toss this in the microwave. I'm going to show you the consistency that it should be.
Okay, so we're going to melt our cheese.
I want to show you.
She doesn't say how long, but
this is what you're looking for.
Okay.
So we have our.
So let's pause there. So we have cheese that I just shredded. So I'm going to put this in our new microwave. Very grateful for our new microwave. I'm going to start with 1 minute and then take it out and see. And if you look at the instructions on the paper, it says you don't want the cheese to be too hot because it'll like scramble the egg. So we're going to start with 1 minute or 30 seconds? Let's do 30 seconds. It's always better to start lower. I'll take it out, move it around with the spatula, and see if we get that kind of melted cheese experience. And while it's going for 30 seconds, I'm going to go get our measuring spoons for you. Right back. All right, perfect timing. Y'all know we've got the tasty cookware for our class. I keep it away from the kids. Let's check our cheese. So you can see it's a little bit glistening. Let me get the spatula in there and see how it moves. I think it's in our dishwasher. Am I missing something? Oh, yes. Okay. So it's not completely melted yet. Now, again, she used mozzarella. I know when I made the pizza for the kids, the real cow mozzarella is very soft and melty. This goat's cheese is a little bit sturdier. So it's soft, but it's not melted yet. So let's do 30 more seconds. All right, and so since we're making this for the first time together, we'll know I wanted to do a minute, but I didn't want to risk it. All right, so we're waiting for our cheese to melt. I'm gonna put the other ones in the fridge. We got enough from one block of the LeClaire mozzarella goat's milk cheese. Ooh, I see it bubbling. All right, yeah. So we've definitely got a good melt going. I don't think I want to do any more than that. All right. So we've got our melted cheese. Let's see what she does next.
We're just going to toss that right into our almond flour and just give it a good little mix.
All right, so she put the baking powder and the almond flour together first. So I'm just going to move the goat's milk to the side for a second. And I'll just use my gravy boat. Should have had this out. Okay. 1.5 cups of almond flour. So let's grab that. Probably should have this ready before you melt your cheese. So almost 1. Oh, I need a bigger bowl. That's not going to work. So 1.5 cups of almond flour. All right. And 1 tablespoon of baking powder. All right, so we got our 1 tablespoon. All right. And then she just mixed that up so that it's incorporated. Dry ingredients together. You can use a whisk. Wilbert! Y'all, super chats moved to the front of the class. Wilbert says, hello, I made your melt. from last night's stream, and my wife loved it. Oh, your beautiful bride, and she's expecting. Keep us posted. She is skeptical of anything I make, but she actually liked it. I'm gonna make another one today, but I'm not sharing this time. Thank you, Wilbert. Thank you. Oh my goodness, that is so incredibly generous of you. I just, y'all, I want to properly thank. I'm leaving that up there because I'm going to properly thank you. I just want to get my dough formed because I'm nervous. Wilbur, 1 second. I'm coming, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
So that the baking powder is distributed throughout the almond flour.
Okay, we did that.
That is going to help it rise once it is baking.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to pour our almond flour right in.
Okay.
And
so then she put
our eggs. So we have 2 eggs. Just try to make sure that your eggs are room temperature.
Okay, so she's gonna put the almond flour. I melted the cheese and I didn't want it to like harden up on me, but I'm gonna try and talk and do this at the same time. Y'all, Maggie, the substitute teacher, is only 7 months old, and this is an absolute labor of love for me, taking you guys on this journey. And with the love of food, that's something that brings us all together. And Wilbert, you have been rocking with me, and y'all know Wilbert will call me out when I mess up stuff. But I am so happy. For anyone who missed it, yesterday my son was with me, and we made the turkey melt. And it was incredible, and Wilbert copied it and made it for him and his beautiful bride. And thank you so much for the super chat. Let me wash my hands. Oh, God. I always say, and I'll say it again, y'all can watch, like, share, subscribe, comment. All of that is free, and it helps the channel to grow. So it helps me, just you being here. But when you go above and beyond like that, and that is incredibly generous. And Wilbert, especially, your family is expanding, and you thought of little old me. Thank you, sir. I cannot thank you enough. Incredibly generous. And please let me know if your wife would like a shout out. I would love to. And let me know any nursery colors or any themes I definitely want to support, because we're all a big family here.
Everything just combines a little easier. If not, it's just going to take a little extra arm work. But let's go ahead and give that a mix. And you're going to see how these 4 ingredients are magically going to turn into a dough.
All right, so let's mix everything and see if they magically turn into a dough. So we've got mozzarella cheese melted. I'm using goat's milk mozzarella. Almond flour. So this is how we stay gluten-free. Because, I love a good flatbread. Y'all, I want to get in here with my hands, but I'm trying to be all elegant like she used a spatula. It's coming together. Eggs. And it's kind of pasty, but we're going to try and make it combine. Here's a tip. I would definitely melt the cheese last. I kind of learned this the hard way. Anytime I make and y'all know I'm not a proper chef, but anytime we make any of those melted chocolate dishes, I get excited and I melt the chocolate first, and then it's sitting over here on the side, kind of solidifying, and you don't want to like scorch it. So on this recipe, go ahead and portion out all of your dry ingredients, and then I would melt the cheese last so that everything combines well. It's taking me a little bit of arm work, but we're gonna get it. Doggone it. But yes, thank you. Now, I don't know. I still see some ribbons of cheese, but maybe this will be a cheesy flatbread dough. All right. I'm going to do it like Mom did it. 1 second. Let me take off my watch and pull my sleeves up. So because this is not flour, this is cheese, eggs, and almond flour, it's a little bit denser, but it's okay. I will not be defeated. We're gonna get that mixed up. Oh, now my hands are wet. Let's see. Feels warm, it feels good. Just trying to break up any cheese that was starting to. Oh, why am I a cooker and not a baker? And I don't know, will this work with goat's milk? We'll see. Sorry, y'all, I know that's loud. All right, y'all. I think this is the best I'm gonna get. So we're gonna cut it and shape it. She says about 2 to 3 minutes. All right. I'll show you guys what we have. All right. Looks like pockets of cheese in there, but it's okay. Oh, Mom is here. 1 second, I'll bring it on screen. Everyone say hi, Nana. Nana says, go, Wilbert. Keep the flame going. Oh, yes, Wilbert is always here encouraging, and today he is just going above and beyond, incredibly generous and unexpected. Y'all, I just get in here and start doing what I'm doing. All right, so this is my dough. I still see little pieces of cheese in there. I don't know if it's because I'm using goat's milk cheese or my cheese started to cool before I had everything else ready, but we're just going to go on with it and see what happens. All right, so let's see what's next. All right, so she mixes hers, and hers looks
okay,
like.
And as you can see, our dough is starting to form. Now, if your dough is a little wet, then just add a little bit more almond flour. You could even sprinkle it like on your cutting board. We're gonna lay out a piece of parchment paper just to make it a little easier for us.
Okay, so let's get a cutting board with parchment paper, and we're gonna shape our. Oh, Mom says flour my hands a little. Okay, Mom. 1 second. Let me clean up and make a working space. Oh, Mom, you meant to flour them before I was doing all this. Okay, I will. Y'all, I'm still learning and I'm still getting instructing. It's okay. You're never a master of your craft. Let me get a cutting board and parchment. All right, so just did a load. So we've got a cutting board and then parchment paper. Oh, I like it's warm on my hands. Let's see if I can take this off. All right, so this is what I'm using, Kroger parchment sheets. This has already been cut into sections, or you can get it on the roll. Parchment paper has been treated with silicone, so it's nonstick. Mom is saying, hello, everyone. Okay, so we've got that. Now, Mom says to flour my hands. So, Mom, this is what I'm using, almond flour. So I'll put a little bit on my hands if you think this will do the trick. Hello, Living Out Loud is here for the crispy edges. Let's see if we can get some.
Sometimes the dough can get a little sticky like on the cutting board. So I was gonna add a little bit of extra almond flour, but it's not necessary. It won't stick onto the parchment. So I'm gonna use a pastry cutter just to get about 4 equal slices.
Okay,
So we're gonna go ahead.
I do have a pastry cutter. We got our cutting board with parchment. All right. I bought this thing because it looks fancy. I've been wanting to use it, but honestly, you can use it as a scraper to scrape up ingredients. It also has a little ruler here if you need to cut stuff exactly. So that's going to be my pastry cutter. Oh, everybody says, hi, Mom. This is my mom. Y'all, Nana is here. So when she's ready, we will do a story time with Nana when she's ready to come back on camera. Taught me everything. No. All right, I'm gonna spray this because it's warm and it's starting to curl up. I'm just gonna spray the cutting board with my coconut oil. It acts as a little bit of a glue so my parchment paper doesn't get away from me. Okay, so mom says flour your hands, Maggie. So I'm gonna put a little bit of almond flour in my hands. I don't know if this will work like regular flour, and it's just grainy, but let's get our, it does help the dough to not stick as much. Yeah, not, but if you're doing real baking, then real flour would work. All right, so I have my dough ball, okay? So we're gonna put this here. I'm still gonna, and then we're gonna cut into 4 sections. So we're gonna cut in half and then in half. All right, 1 second. I gotta be able to touch the screen, y'all, so I can see what you're saying. This is not a proper cooking show, it's just me. Okay, so we've got that. And then I think we're going to flatten them and shape them and bake them. Let's see.
And roll them out.
All right.
Show you how to make a delicious
So now we're gonna roll them in our hands, each section, roll them on the cutting board.
And I like to keep my non.
Y'all see, with these edited videos, they just skip so fast to, and I'm just like, wait a minute, what happened? Okay, so we have our 4 sections here. So let's take one and roll it in our hands like she did. I do have memories of baking with mom. You know, mom had us, me and my brother, she's taught both of us how to cook. Being in the kitchen and, you know, being able to do stuff that little hands can do. So I rolled it, and I think she just kind of flattened it. So if you guys have had flatbread, you know it's kind of like salad plate size. Oh, mom says thank you all for supporting Maggie. Yes, thank you all so much. I'm just using my hands to kind of flatten it out, y'all. I don't know how thin or thick it's supposed to be. I'll check the instructions. I guess palm size is good. Hand size is good. I don't know. I don't have, let's see if the instructions tell us anything. Yeah, on step 4, it just says divide your dough into 4 equal parts and flatten out. So that's what we're gonna do. So we have one of those, and let's get the next one. Roll it into a ball. This is gonna be the flatbread, and then while it's baking, we're gonna do our butter board. Very excited about that. So let's, I'm gonna try and make them about the same size. This is something that kids could help with. It's just a little grainy, again, because this is almond flour, so this is gonna be our gluten-free flatbread. But if you can have regular flour, then have some for me. All right, so we have 2. Oh, Chocolate Solution is glad to be here. Thank you all so much. And again, Wilbert, I was in the middle of hot cheese, but I appreciate you so much. You and your family, your growing family. Did I roll that into a ball? Oops. I don't know if that's just, if that serves any purpose or not. But yeah, we'll do the commercial now while I'm doing this repetitive process. Mona had that up there. Y'all, I didn't know that you could earn income on YouTube. You know, it is work, but it's a labor of love for me because, you know, I'm cooking anyway. And, you know, on this health and wellness journey, you know, I'm 20 pounds from where the doctor wants me to be. I'm down 80 pounds by making these substitutions. And so this is kind of how I eat anyway. And honestly, I didn't think anybody, you know, would care. But when you guys show up the way that you do, and then it's such a blessing already. So y'all know I'm a proud student of Lead Attorney. We've got several masterminders here. We got Kirk here. We got N. Allen here. Um, and Lead Attorney has said those of us that are over 35, I'm 46, those of us that are 35 have life experience to share. Making our flatbread last piece. Um, and he encourages all of us to start YouTube channels, but I didn't know how the income, you know, part worked. And so I took Lead Attorney's course, which was amazing. And the mastermind gets together, you know, multiple times a week to help each other out. But I was monetized in 4 months, which is pretty fast, according to Lead. And thanks to you all for getting me across the finish line. So everything that you do, just showing up, it helps, even if you never spend a red cent. Hey, Bill. So yeah, I made my own course. There's a discount code for you. It's thanks TLA. And I walk you through my process on how I got monetized, my approach to subscribers, my approach to watch hours. It's regularly $50, but you can get it with $15 off, bringing it down to $35. And you can preview one module for free. It's 2 hours, broken up over 15 videos. Take it at your own pace. All right, I think our flatbread is looking pretty good. We haven't baked it yet, but thank you all again just being here. But if you have a channel and you're not monetized yet, or you're curious about how this YouTube thing works, my course is the Guide to YouTube Monetization. Link is in the description. All right, I think we're gonna move these onto the tray, but let's just pick up where we left off. And Wilbert is now our stream sponsor. I need to get a, I'm gonna keep this up, Wilbert. Keep that up for you. I need to get like a little, I don't have sound effects, y'all. I don't have any of that. It's just me. All right, let's see. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we flatten them out. Let's see what we do next.
Because then it's just like really bready. Now make sure that your oven is preheated to 350 degrees. I already went ahead and put our naan on a baking sheet, so we're gonna go ahead and bake it. I'm gonna show you how it should look when they're ready to come out.
Okay.
The naan is in the oven.
So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer this whole parchment onto a baking sheet, which I just washed in the brand new dishwasher. Thank you, Mr. Option One. Let's see if I can. All right. So let me just dry it off. Again, this is the Tasty. Came with the cookware set. I don't know if y'all can see. Yes, Tasty brand. We love tasty recipes. None of this stuff is sponsored, y'all. This is just, I found this cookware in the garage from a Black Friday special, and it's working fantastic. So we're gonna just slide the whole thing over. Let's see. Onto the, okay. Now, I'm gonna see if I can move it. Y'all can see that this is kind of up on the sides. Gonna carefully try and put all four flat so they don't cook like that. All right. Okay, perfect. I'll just trim, well, there we go. Just wanted to make sure they're not sitting up on the sides. So we got our flatbread. This is gonna go in the oven. Let's see how long it bakes for. And while this is baking now, we're gonna make our butter board. But y'all wanted flatbread? I put a poll. Please check out my YouTube channel. Go to the community tab. If someone would take a look and let me know what the results are, if you could give me the final results on our percentages. All right, so step 4, divide into 4 equal parts, put on parchment paper, bake for 12 to 15 minutes. All right, y'all, so this is going in. Let's turn on our light. Oh, I had the light on. All right. Let's do 15 minutes. We'll just do 13. Okay. Okay, class, the bread is going in our new oven. Very excited. Let's clean up here. So 4 ingredient flatbread. Hi, Lourdes. Thank you for being here. If you want to join us over on YouTube, I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, and you can see the side by side. All right, putting away our stuff. All right, cutting board. It called for almond milk, but we didn't use almond milk. I'll keep it out. I think that was just optional if the dough needed it. Okay. So we've got some extra almond flour. I don't know if anybody has ever made a butter board before. I have not. I've made a cheese board for y'all, but I'm kind of nervous about this, but kind of excited too. So I did put the link in the description. I saw a butter board come up on my stream, and that's the recipe that we are going to recreate because it's easy. So there's 2 recipes. I dropped the one for the flatbread at the top of the chat. If someone needs it, let me know. I'll drop it again. And then this one for the butter board is in the description. All right, so let's wipe this down. I'm excited. This could be great for the holidays, even if just you. I kind of feel like I'm going to do a small portion. Again, no, with the instructions, this is another reel, which just means they didn't give us any amounts. I'm just going to have to play it over and over and watch the pictures. But you all are here to cook along with me. So thank you. Sometimes y'all catch stuff that I miss. All right, so counters are clean, and wash my hands. I don't know if anybody had a chance to see. Last I checked, I think we were like 50. I'm just cleaning the salad shooter. 50 or 60% of y'all wanted flatbread. So that's why we made the flatbread. All right, so let's put this away. And I am going to use, I don't have a proper charcuterie board. I have a little paddle cutting board. I'm gonna get it together, y'all. Before the pandemic, I was an executive at the Coca-Cola company. Great company, great experience, but I am so happy. You don't realize, that 2-hour commute and the stress and all of that, me getting healthier has a lot to do with lifestyle as well. So I appreciate you all being part of that. Okay. Sonia says flatbread is up 61%. Okay, class. So Vel has never heard, and thank you, Sonia. Vel has never heard of a butter board. Apparently there's a trend. And y'all, when we do our next recipe review, I want to look at some different butter boards. You can Google it, but I'm going to show you the one that we're going to do today. I'm going to put a towel down so this doesn't make too much noise. first, when I heard of it, I was like, that's disgusting. Kind of like the pickle pizza. And then I made it. And then we liked it. And here we go. So this is an Instagram. So I put it in my saved folder. Let me turn the resolution down so y'all can see. We'll go to Instagram. It is full Halloween time where I am. But yeah, if you celebrate and you like having gatherings, this could be a good appetizer or like little, finger food type thing. All right, so I'm gonna play it so y'all can see, and then we'll just keep it on silent and keep going. Have you heard of a butter board? I had to hop on this trend as soon as I saw it and make my own. I decided to go with a simple recipe. I added coarse salt, crushed honey roasted walnuts, lemon zest, and of course, drizzled some honey over the top. Who says this is going to take over charcuterie? Okay, so that is what a butter board is. So we will leave that here. So now I want to see who would eat that. Put your hand up in the chat. Find the hand emoji if you would eat that. It looks like she just had like little toast pieces. So that's what our flatbread is going to do for us. So we have a question from Living Out Loud. It says, hey Maggie, speaking of the holidays, do you go all out in the kitchen for the holidays? Oh, Living Out Loud. I host, mom has passed the torch on to me, so everybody gathers here. But to be honest with you, I cater for the holidays. And we'll do a live stream looking at some of the catering options, whether it's your grocery store, Publix, Kroger, deli have like Thanksgiving in a box. I've done HelloFresh, I've done Cracker Barrel, honey baked ham. I love to cook, but because I cook every day, I actually want to enjoy the holidays. I have cooked from scratch before. I'm up at 6 and I do everything, from scratch. And it's incredible, but I'm exhausted and so I don't enjoy. Look who is here trolling me. Alex would like the butterboard. So anyway, yes. Mona says she would have some. Vel would have some. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question. But I will bring y'all in the kitchen and we'll do an unboxing. We'll pick where we want to cater from, whether we do turkey or ham or prime rib, and then we'll do a live stream like unboxing, and it's like heat and serve. You like that board? Mine or hers? I like her black board. That's nice. Like a stone. Like if I had a really nice stone board, that would be nice. So I just got this wooden one. If this works out well, look at her platter. It's like black makes sense because the butter is like a lighter color. Mona says, I, Alex. Linda with the love note, she would have the butter board. Mona says, I just saw this woman who's local to my area make a butter board on IG, and she specializes in charcuterie boards. Yes. So this is, I always give the recipe originator credit. So Short Charcuterie. I did put the link in the description. I think her name is Emily Short, but she actually makes charcuterie boards, and she made this one with butter. Mona, that Linda would have it. Okay. All right. So one of the things that I got out earlier today, y'all see, if you can have regular butter, you could probably use. I love to give y'all options and substitutes after all that with the pickle pizza. Look what I found. But this is coming out of the fridge, so I'm not going to use it. But if you're going to do a butter board, I would probably get a really good quality butter. So something like a Kerrygold or a Presidential, something like real butter, not margarine or anything like that. Alex, you want to come say hi to Nana? One moment. Let grandma and grandson have their moment. All right, say hi, Nana.
Hey, Nana.
Oh, okay. So Alex is here. Y'all know they're always lingering. The gong gongs are lingering when there's food. Another option if you're vegan or if you don't eat cow or goat's milk butter, Kite Hill makes a plant-based butter. I've been using this. I do like it. However, and this is made from almond milk. However, you can see it's kind of got like two different components. I know that looks kind of weird, but I think if you let it soften, it would all spread together. But just because it's not as homogeneous, I'm not going to use the plant-based butter for this. I'm using my Delamere goat's butter. So this is real butter made from goat's milk. Kirk Anderson told us why this could be an option for you. And you can see that I let it sit out and it's actually kind of like I let it soften. Now, she doesn't give us any amounts or anything, so I'm just going to make it up as I go. Mona says, yeah, that cooking thing for the holidays exhausted me over the years. Yeah, I've done it. I've done it a couple times. It's incredible, but it's exhausting. You just make a meal for the holidays and a dessert. Nana says, hey, Alex, see you later. Yeah, Mom, I'll bring him tomorrow after church. All right, so you all can see here my goat's milk butter. If you leave your butter out, you know what softened butter is. My butter is usually in the fridge, so it's like cuttable, but y'all can see this is real butter. It's just made from goat's milk and not cow dairy. Mmm, Kerrygold is good. Hey, Tanya. Tanya and I go way back to high school. Hello, my dear. Thank you for being here. Giving you guys some options. Tanya, you're just in time for the butter board. So I am going to I don't know how much to use, but look at her platter and what I'm noticing, look at the thickness. It looks like kind of like a layer of frosting, so enough to scoop up, but I don't know how much butter she put on here. Let's see if there's a description. Are there comments? I'm just checking, trying to see if she gave any amounts, but I don't think she did. Okay, so we'll just cut and smear, okay? Let's go with I don't know, I guess you would use a spatula. I'm just gonna go in with a scraper. Seems like a lot. This seems so wasteful, almost like arts class. So I'm just gonna try and do like, so you can see why this would be good for a gathering. All right, I think I need a spatula. This is, um, so you could set this out. I have seen sweet, I'm making a sweet butter board because this is gonna have honey and some nuts on it. I've seen the savory ones like with like dill and whatever you like. This is for me and now Alex. Oh, Belle says no lining. I didn't put a lining down. I don't think she has one on her tray, but I guess you could because that looks like a paddle. Maybe it's a proper charcuterie board, but it looks like hers just went on the board. So I'm just putting it on the board. Y'all have never made this before. If you have, please let me know. I almost feel like my butter is too soft, but all right, let's see if I can get some decorations to make it look like I know what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, that really beats me. All right, our oven is done. I mean, our flatbread is done. All right, y'all. Please stop. All right, we're gonna come back to this. Let's get our flatbread out and take a look. It looks really, really good. If you saw her, she put a garlic butter on it. Oh my God. I think I should brush it with a little bit of butter, like we need more. 1 second. All right, let me bring this here. and we'll go back to her video so y'all can see. This is a lot. Or leave it plain. So our flatbread is done. Wilbert says, you like the oven song? Wilbert says, that was a nice song your oven was singing. I remember. See, Wilbert? Just when I thought we were. Wilbert says, I remember when your air fryer used to sing. Yes, y'all know I had the struggle air fryer. It's just me. I'm fast forwarding so y'all can see what she does with her flatbread. Uh-oh. Did it lock up on us? Maybe. Okay, and we're back. All right, so I see what you're saying, Vel, about the butter. It's kind of messy, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe mine is too soft. We're coming back to that, but I need you guys to help me make a decision. So you see our flatbread. It looks, oh, it's nice and warm. Oh, oh, I want to taste it. So this is our flatbread, but I want to show y'all what she did. And then you guys tell me, since we're making a butter board, leave it dry or watch this. All right, it kind of hops around.
Quick garlic butter. It's just garlic, salt, butter. Very, very simple. So good. And we have some finely chopped cilantro.
I don't have
You can use
cilantro.
or parsley.
I do have dried
I
parsley.
have on hand, and it's going to turn out amazing. You can see we just give that a good mix. It's nice and thick. This is what you're looking for. Slide that on.
So you guys tell me, do we want to do this with our flatbread?
I can almost taste it actually.
And
We're going to go ahead and plate our buttered chicken. Not to
maybe I should do one. So we've got our hot bread. We've got our board here. Let me just, y'all, I want to jump in here. The butter is too soft. I left it out too long. Okay. All right, y'all. So we're going to just go with it. I left my butter out too long, but this is what I got. Let me go ahead and put all this back in the fridge. Next time, let it soften enough, but I let mine get too soft. Okay. We're going to learn together. Okay, so let's go back to the charcuterie board. All right, so after she did her butter.
Who says this is going to take over charcuterie?
What did she do next?
Have you heard of a butter board? I had to hop on this trend as soon as I saw it and make my own. I decided to go with a simple recipe. I added coarse salt, crushed honey roasted walnuts.
Salt and walnuts. Okay. I don't think I need any salt. My goat's butter is salted, but I'll put a little bit. A little salt. So this is what I'm using. This is a flaky sea salt. This one is from Hawaii, but you can use any salt. You want to do a coarse salt will kind of stand up and not just dissolve into it. So I will sprinkle just a little bit of salt on top of the butter. I don't need much. So weird. Are y'all okay with the flatbread like that? All right, so let's just kind of move that out of the way. And then she said crushed walnuts. I don't have walnuts because I don't really eat walnuts, but I do have this. This is Lakanto granola. It has almonds in it. So this is sweetened with monk fruit. So that's one of our sugar-free sugars. So I'm just going to get a little bit to put on the board. You can top this on yogurt. Y'all know what you can do with granola. You like the flatbread? Okay, good. All right, so this is what I've got. So whatever goes in granola, but this is
a zero sugar option granola. So I'm just sprinkling. All right, it's a bit much. Little goes a long way. Hey, Veggie, hello. Thank you so much for being here. So this is what we have so far. We have our board with salt or butter, salt, and the sugar-free granola. What else did she put on here?
Lemon zest.
Lemon zest. So I'll go get
And of course,
and drizzle with honey. Okay. So I do have a lemon. We zested lemon yesterday. Oh. Just want to make sure I turn off the oven. It's so quiet, Wilbert. Hello, Veggie. All right, so for zesting, we just want the rind. So we're going to scrape a little bit on here. You want to get a fine grater. Let's move our bread out of the way for just a second. And I just scrape, 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 and then turn. See if we can get that brightness from the citrus. So you want to stop at the white part. That's when it gets bitter. Makes the kitchen smell amazing. What did we do yesterday? Ooh, that pound cake. Anytime you zest fresh lemon, it's a great garnish. Y'all, with this honey and this butter, lemon honey butter. All right. Let me show y'all what we have. It's coming along. Can y'all see? All right, so we've got our lemon zest, our salt, our butter. It's supposed to be walnuts, but I have granola, and then she drizzles with honey last. All right, so this is what I have. I love this stuff. I need to add this to the teacher supplies if anybody wants to refill the groceries. But this is Wholesome Yum. This is a sugar-free honey substitute. So we can drizzle this on, and I'm just gonna go, what does she do? Okay, just all over. So your sugar-free honey is gonna go, I'm getting towards the end of it, but I got enough to make it work. All right. So this is what we have. Now let me plate, and then we're going to tear our flatbread and take a taste. Let me make space for our cookbook photos, because the cookbook is coming. If I could get myself, I need to stop streaming and work on the cookbook, but I'm having so much fun. Okay, so let me properly plate that. All right, so we have our almond flour flatbread. I think I want a different plate. That's a bit much. Presentation matters. Don't want it so loud for y'all. All right. Excellent. And then we're going to remove the supplies. I'm getting melted butter everywhere. Probably not a bad thing, but I can hear Nana saying it needs some color, maybe some green or something, but this was her recipe. So let's see if we can get a picture.
Y'all, I want to jump in here and eat my way out. Who's eating this? Y'all wanted flatbread and the butter board. All right, let's get in here. Take lots of pictures, get up on it. These are, I take my own pictures. Y'all see these on my Instagram. Some with the flash, some without the flash. Get up on it. Who knows? We could make the butter board trend sugar-free, dairy-free, and gluten-free. All right. Well, all right, y'all. Ready? Alex, do you want to try it with me?
There's food?
Act like you don't know what's going on one more time. Actually, you wait. I'm going to go first.
I'm good.
So let's try our flatbread. All right, y'all. So our flatbread. All right.
You made this?
Yes, I made it.
Wow, Mom.
Wow, Mom.
You're a great cooker.
I'm a great cooker.
Is it good? Is it good? I'm gonna let you have your moment.
Y'all, I think my knees just buckled. Alex, come have some. I didn't need any salt because my goat's butter has salt. Y'all, this flatbread. All right, here comes the gong gong. Are you not even? All right, how's the bread?
No, I'm gonna dip the other side. What's the bread made out of?
Almond flour.
Okay.
You can leave.
Balloons for Alex.
Wilbert, sir. Oh, it's goat's cheese.
Yeah.
All right, you can leave.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all something. These kids, you don't have to like it. I like it. I never said it was the real thing. I said it was a substitute.
You didn't even see it was a substitute.
Got little pieces of the goat's cheese mozzarella in there. Y'all, with the drizzled honey. It's excellent. I love it. Yes, my knees buckled. It's sweet. It's savory. It's got a little bit of crunch to it. Mm. Mm. Y'all, I love it. I absolutely love it. This could be a bread option for you. I don't really eat almond flour very much. It's very dense, compared to like flour bread. But y'all, let me drop the link. What questions do y'all have? Anybody want to chat? This is it. This is it today. I am going to enjoy my flatbread. You could do this with crackers if you don't have time to make flatbread. You could do this with maybe tortilla. So good. Now, because I use goat's milk cheese, it is an acquired taste. The recipe called for mozzarella. I use my goat's milk mozzarella, which is a little tangy, and you can see there's some I didn't get all the cheese. Ooh, a crust for pizza. I was thinking that. Should we make one? Thank you, Mona. Mom says, looks good. Nana's version will be melting butter and add ingredients in the butter and serve as a dip. Like a dipping sauce. I think what she was saying, oh, and the lemon, the brightness of the lemon. I would like it, ooh, you could brush it with the butter or olive oil, garlic. I think I want to do that. I'm going to make a garlic butter version. Let me just have this. But just these 2 slices are making me, kind of full because it's pretty dense. But yeah, y'all could do this. You could see there's charcuterie boards. I've seen peanut butter boards. Mm, mm, mm-hmm. Very rich, very decadent, but impressive. Mm, I'm getting full. Thank you, Mona. But yeah, it's good. You'll stay full after eating this. Let's try, do I want to make the garlic butter? Mm. We'll do some fresh garlic, a little bit of melted butter, and we'll brush it on to make one like hers. And then I guess we could make a pizza or whatever else y'all want, because Alex isn't going to eat it. This is my one meal for the day because it had like 6 ounces of cheese in there, which is my protein. So we got a garlic clove. I know you're here. All right, take a quick break. If you have fresh parsley, even better, but I have the parsley flakes. Let's just do a little presentation on this one. I'm already like, whew. I'm going to grate. I could probably press the garlic. A little goes a long way. But I'll just show you guys what she did. Gonna get a little bit of butter and melt. Cream cheese, yeah. Where's my garlic press? If you don't have fresh garlic, you can use garlic powder. So I got a little melted butter. I was looking for my garlic press. I'll just grate. Oh, sorry, y'all. I got some organizing to do. Cream cheese with candied bacon. We're just gonna grate a little bit of fresh garlic into the butter. All right, it's mostly on the back here, so let me just scrape it in. and a little parsley. Fresh would be best. Everybody's saying hi, Nana. And a little pinch of salt. Just giving you guys an option. Then we'll brush it on here. This was my favorite part of fresh baked goods. Now, I am not going to eat, but just showing you guys, if you like your hot buttered breads, make a fresh, especially while it comes out still hot. All right. Well, y'all, we have done it. We've already given you the commercial. I'm going to go ahead and wrap. Thank you all so much for being here. I will see you tomorrow. What time? I don't know. What am I making? I don't know. But please consider subscribing, and whatever inspires me, I'll be back to cook for you. So Instagram class is dismissed. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Class is dismissed. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.